Hello students, now we will see this question, we will just discuss this question. One of my students asked me this doubt about this question. I thought I could make a video and share with you. This is the question. It came in board exam long time back. Two identical parallel plate capacitors, having air as a pole, C1 and C2, have capacitances C each. The space between their plates is now filled with dielectrics as shown. If the two capacitors still have equal capacitances, obtain the relation between dielectric constants K, K1 and K2. Okay, this is the diagram given. There are two capacitors labeled C1 and C2. They have equal capacitances C each. Now, this is C1, this is C2. This is labeling the capacitor. C1 is this capacitor, C2 is this capacitor. Initially, they have same capacitance C. Now, C1 is filled with a dielectric like this. C2 is filled with two dielectrics like this. K1 and K2. Maybe you can consider as two different dielectrics or same dielectric having dielectric constant K1 here, dielectric constant K2 here. Single dielectric having different dielectric constants at the two sides, or easily if you want to assume, you can say there are two dielectrics K1 and K2 filling up the space, the capacitor C2. Even after you fill this capacitor C2 with these two dielectrics and C1 with these dielectrics, they still have same capacitance. If that be the case, what is the relation between K, K1 and K2? That is a question came in board exam, foreign board, foreign 2011. Okay. See, we will consider the solution. C1 is simple capacitor. You fill it up with a dielectric totally, with a dielectric whose dielectric constant is K. Therefore, K times C, because its capacitance is C, you fill it with a dielectric K. So, the capacitance of the first capacitor C1 after you fill this with a dielectric is K times C. This is easy, direct. Now, we have to consider the second capacitor C2. What will be its capacitance? You have to find out. Then, equate the two capacitances after the introduction of the dielectrics. Now consider C2. This is L by 2. This is L by 2. This is L by 2. Dielectric constant K1, dielectric constant K2. This capacitor is called C2. So considering C2, this diagram, it is as if the two capacitors are now in parallel. See, this is the equivalent diagram. K1 with L by 2, K2 with L by 2. D is same for both. Okay, it is as if they are connected in parallel. So you find the FFT capacitance for this combination. So when this length is L by 2, automatically the area will become A by 2. That we can explain by another diagram. The equivalent picture for each capacitor, distance between the plates or thickness of the dielectric is D. Length is L by 2. Therefore, the area is A by 2 because the breadth will remain same. This is the first capacitor, C1. You fill it up with a dielectric. This is a kind of exploded view. These are the two plates. They are shown a little bit apart so that you can see what is the diagram, what the diagram looks like, or what the dielectric looks like. How does it fill the capacitor? Okay, dielectric constant is K. So you can easily see it's a single dielectric filling the space between the plates of the capacitor. This is for C1. C2, two dielectrics. You see length L by 2, length L by 2. This is also L by 2, this is also L by 2. So area will be B into L by 2. Area means area of this kind of rectangular portion. Two rectangular portions are there. This side. So they will have A by 2, A by 2. Here it is A because L into B is A. we say L into B, area of this side of the dielectric, LB, which is A. Area of this side again for the second capacitor, B into L by 2 or BL by 2, which is A by 2. Similarly, this is also A by 2. So, distance between the plates is B. The breadth, if you can call it as breadth, which is B. Only the length as being here as L by 2, here as L by 2. So, here for each dielectric, you can take the area to be A by 2, A by 2. He gave the question only L by 2. He didn't speak anything about that area, but you can see from this picture. B into L by 2 is this area. This is also L by 2. B is same here, or this is also B into L by 2, A by 2, because A is B into L from the first picture. That's all. After that, it will be very simple. See, this is A by 2, D, area is A by 2, this is D, distance between the plates, the capacitor, or you can even say the thickness of the dielectric, because D equal to T, thickness of the dielectric. Now, this capacitance will be K1 into epsilon naught A by 2 into D in the denominator. Instead of A, you will have to put A by 2. Is it clear? Because area has been made A by 2. This is for this second capacitor, first part. Okay, similarly for this, K2, epsilon naught A by 2, again D. This 2 you will have to consider with A by 2 you should consider. Otherwise, epsilon naught A by D will be the formula. Here epsilon naught A by 2 D. Epsilon naught A by 2 D. K1, here K. This is the second capacitor C2. Now these two are in parallel. So simply you will have to add C equal to C1 plus C2, the formula for parallel combination. So simply add these two. You will have effective capacitance of C2. Now you have to add these two. Correct? K1 epsilon naught A by 2D plus K2 epsilon naught A by 2D. You see epsilon naught A by 2D common, taken out, K1 plus K2. But epsilon naught A by D is C from the capacitance of the first capacitor. Okay, before the introduction of the dielectric, both have equal capacitances, which is epsilon naught A by D. So C by 2, epsilon naught A by D, you put C, this 2 will capacitance K1 plus K2. But even after the introduction of the dielectric, both capacitors have same capacitance values. So Kc, the capacitance of the first capacitor after the introduction of the dielectric, that is Kc. For the second capacitor, C by 2, K1 plus K2. C and C you can cancel. What remains? K equals to K1 plus K2. So this is the relation between K, K1 and K2. Is it clear? Thank you. We will meet in the next video. Thank you.